Greetings and welcome to practice. Here we are on the floor again. It's Friday as we record. It's bam, spring in the world. And so many of us are sitting at desks still and we're not getting to blossom in the sunshine. So we're going to focus a bit today on the front body lines, the front of the shoulders, the front of the hips, these things that get contracted when we're at desks or driving or on a bike or holding a child, all the things that we know. So let's just begin kind of warming up into attention to what's present in these areas. And as I say, attention today, I remember I'm teaching some Sanskrit right now as I lead a teacher training. And in Sanskrit, when you put an A before things, it means the opposite. And so I love that what happens in yoga as we give attention to the parts of our bodies, that it releases the tension. So just playing with attention to those three key parts of the body today, that they may feel free of tension. As we breathe, rolling shoulders, feel whatever tension or heaviness or stickiness might be around your neck, shoulders, chest. I'm just breathing into that right now, little investigative circles. Inviting fluidity, imagine warmth and spaciousness coming in. And just really notice what's there. So when we check in again at the end, you'll remember how much you love coming to the mat, because how much we can shift our physiology. Let's begin to move from there and go down into the hips a bit more. We're still in the shoulders here though. Bring the hands to the knees. And inhale and forward, and exhale and back. Just moving with the breath. Fluid shoulders, fluid hips. And let's bring the hands behind you, push down into the earth, squeeze onto your prop or clasp your hands. Work the shoulders on the back and lift your heart. Face chest to the sky, and deep breaths here. And then you exhale, come forward with the hands, press the hips back and bow in. And just looking to get that breath, full circumference around the body. We'll walk over to the right, bring the left hand on top and stretch long through that left side body. You'll probably feel that, especially if you really root down through that left hip, all the way into that psoas and hip flexor there. Just big breaths into that space. And take your time. We'll swoop it on over to the other side when you're ready. Press that right hand on top, root across into that right sits bone. Relax the neck. As inspired, come on up in center. Interlace the palms, bring them up, or the fingers, and press the palms up to the sky. Inhale and wiggle up out of the breath, yes. Wiggle up out of the waist. Big breath. flip the hands around. Squeeze your head, pointing the first finger up with that still clasped hands, Kali Mudra. And squeeze the shoulders, the head. And we'll exhale, just soften that and bring the hands down to the heart. Press into the hands, shoulders on the back, lift the heart. And breathe your heart's yes. May all the effort and energy of this practice serve our blossoming, our opening, our celebration of life this spring. And follow an inhale to just open the hands wide and stretch out long, and let's roll through the wrists. We could do this switching which finger is extended. And switch directions as you rolls through the wrist. And again, maybe switch your fingers, your thumb. And inhale, arms up. And exhale and down. And feel that warmth already building. Let's come to lie in the back. We'll get to warm up that front body line a little more here. And first, a little attention into the back body. So come on to lie down, just hug your knees in and breathe that gentle pressure into your back body. Let's begin to draw some circles here with the knees. You might also circle the jaw as usual. Feel that massage into your hips and your low back. And switch directions. And let's just hug the right knee in and extend the left leg out, hovering above the earth. Curl into the right knee and slowly lower the left leg down and lay your head and shoulders down and pull that right knee up and over as you keep actively reaching out through that left heel. And then let's switch sides. Hug the left knee in, curl in, head to knee. Reach out actively through that right heel at first, hovering above the ground. And then slowly let the leg lower head and shoulders and pull that left knee up and over a bit as you actively push out through the right knee. And let's bring both feet to the earth with the knees bent. Let's bring the arms up overhead on the floor and squeeze the glutes a little bit as you root into the heels. Lift the chin, press into the upper center back of the head, and reach through the right knee and right fingers, arching that side body long as you can, and then other side body long. Keep the chin lifting. It's likely to want to tuck here. Moving with the breath, from side to side. And lower on down, and bring your feet together with the knees bent. Keep the arms up overhead and let's roll side to side to get a nice massage through your glutes there. And you're welcome to stay with that little glute massage as you like. Or come to center and pause. Bring the hands to the base of your skull. So your hands could hold the back, bottom of your head, and your thumbs. I want to invite you to massage around the bones, around the base of the skull. So all those kind of nubby bones where the spine meets the skull. And then on either side. Just let the weight of your head be heavy in your fingers. And they'll kind of roll around a bit here as you massage with the thumbs. And then we'll let that go. Root into heels again, lift hips, and interlace the hands behind the back. Pull with your clasp of your hands down towards the heels. Lift the chin, press into the upper center head, shoulders, squeeze them together. Press into the elbows, squeeze the palms together. Lifting all the vertebrae off the earth. Keep your chin lifted. And big, big breaths wide across the wings of your heart here. And take your time and lower it down. We'll stretch the arms up, and you could gather your knees up and begin a little rock and roll forward and back. If that's not for you today, then just roll to one side and drape on through. We're going to find our way to hands and knees, however you get there. And we'll start with hands and knees in child's pose. So once again, take your time getting there. Balasana, child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Press your hips back, give your tail a little wiggle wag here. Rest the forehead on the earth or a prop. And then let's roll the palms open here. Roll the thumbs towards the earth as wide as you can. Pinkies can even spin up to the sky. And breathe that external rotation in the shoulders. Send the breath to wherever that sensation or resistance is. And then bend the elbows and bring the hands to the back. Let's bring the thumbs to the tops of the front tops of the shoulders. So the tops of the lats there. Thumbs will be on the front. And use the broad side of your fingers to kind of squeegee against the thumbs. And just pull on the tops of the shoulders there. Pull out any tension. Breathe your attention into these areas, inviting softness, ease, a little melting away of any sense of burden or anything like that we might carry around on the shoulders. And squeeze it out now. All done with it. Thank you. And slowly release the fingers flat to the upper back there where you can reach, and just make like you're dragging anything from that upper back and neck out through the head, through the hands, into the earth. Palms down, ground it down. Spread the fingers wide with the hands as wide as the shoulders, arms extended out in front of you. Inhale and claw the fingers. As you exhale, lift from the navel and roll up. Actively pull, hands towards knees, shoulders down the back, and reach your heart forward. As you exhale, lift the navel and around through the back, push the earth away, slide the scapula off the back, and just flow with your breath. A couple more like that. Big breaths, let it be breath practice. Then come up to stand on your knees. If you've got lower back stuff, you might want to use a block here, or just imagine that you have a block here. So squeeze onto your block and pour it back behind you. Lengthen the tailbone down into it. Lift the navel. Bring the hands to your hips. Press the hips down and work your elbows and shoulders on the back. So hands can walk back to your sacrum. You can even point the fingers up the back body if you like, if your wrists are okay with that. And just give yourself a nice support for a long, long lower back. And zip up from pubic bone to navel. Lift the ribs up out of the hips. Squeeze elbows and shoulders together on the back. And press the hips forward as you keep spinning that imaginary block back. Squeezing shoulders, hips forward, lift heart. Keep a little dip in the chin or squeeze the shoulders so much together the head has a place to rest and it's not collapsing back. So notice if you have kind of a sense, likely the back of the neck is closed. That's going to kick the nervous system on. So you want to keep more of an here. You're welcome to come in and out of this or stay here or add a big sweep or swim of the arms one at a time. And hands could come back to where they were or flow back to your feet. Again, you could pulse in and out, kind of like cat-cow. Or stay in the camel, that's this pose, holding hips or heels. A few more breaths. Big inhale as you exhale, lift from deep core and come up. You're welcome to come into child's pose or just sit on or between the heels. Dip the chin slightly and just move everything back into alignment. Ears, shoulders, ribs, hips. Feel like that kind of waterfall of energy that might be happening for you down the back body. Letting go breaths. Let's slide the left foot forward between your hands and bring your chest to lay down on that left foot for a moment. The shoulder heavy over the leg, and bend the front knee deeply and let your head hang. See if you can feel that connection of the back of your neck through the spine into the front of that right groin. You might walk your hands back, even really take all the weight off the hands. Bend that front knee deeply, big breaths, soft jaw and tongue. You can stay laying on that thigh as you like, or play with pushing into the foot. Bring the hands back to the floor and draw the hips back, draw the toes back. Press into the earth or pull on blocks there. Spread the toes and dig the heel in, pull the heel back, and just lengthen your spine and leg as much as you can. Maybe come onto the fingertips. Give a little pull in the fingertips. Feel that opening around the shoulders. Big breaths here. Follow any inhale to come back to hands inside that front leg. Back knee up, turn the toes under to lift the back knee up. Squeeze to center, inhale. As you exhale, swoop that left leg back. Inhale in planks, shift forward. Exhale to the earth. Pull with your hands, elbows and shoulders down the back. Point the toes straight back and drag your heart forward as you push into pubic bone and sacrum and peel open. You're welcome to hold here a few breaths in cobra or pull those elbows and shoulders straight back again. Really drag the heart forward, very open across the front of the shoulders as you come down and as you come up. One more breath cycle, holding or pulsing. And back to child's pose. And right foot forward. Rest your chest on that right thigh. Bend the knee deeply. Shoulders heavy across the thigh. Let the head be even heavier. Let it go. Soften the jaw. Melt into the hips. Deep into that front knee. Letting go breaths. Stay as you like there, or push into the ball of the front foot. Hands can return to the earth. Peel the toes back. Dig the heel in, pull that hip back. Spread the fingertips out, pop up on the fingertips and pull. Shoulders down, heart forward, hip back, toes back, bow in. Please stay longer as you like, or come on forward, hands inside that front leg. Lift the back knee, squeeze to core. Inhale and exhale as you swoop that front leg back. Actively pull on earth, shoulders down the back, lower to earth or chaturanga. Follow your breath, up dog or cobra. And let's just take a couple rotations to each side here in a way that feels good for you. And then you can move back into child's pose or downward dog. Whatever's right for you right now. And then make your way into downward dog. If you're not, step your big toes to touch. Pull back strongly from the core, and let's roll to the outside of your left foot, left hand into Vashisthasana or side plank pose. Adjust as you need to so that your bottom hand is a little forward of the shoulder, so you can push down through the feet. To do that, scoop down. Top arm could be up overhead, reaching overhead or to the sky. Big inhale, reaching forward, pull from the hips back to down dog, and pivot on over to the other side. Press through the feet, lengthen the spine. Whatever variations are right for you on this side. Take your time. Please stay as you like. When you're done, reach that top arm forward. Pull hips back, downward dog. And slowly bicycle walk your feet towards the hands. So you're really pressing out through the heels, stretching through the legs. Knees can bend as much as you need as you come into a forward fold. Hug feet to earth, muscles to bones, root to rise, and roll or fly on up. Press into the earth, take your time at the top, gather up the sky, and center in, hands to heart. And breathe, repeat your heart's yes. And step to the front of the mat if you're not. Lift the heart to sky as you sink into your seat. Lengthen through tailbone, reach through fingertips. Drop the weight slow and steady into tailbone and heels. Shift the weight back. And slowly pour the weight into the left foot as you pick the right foot up. Hover that right knee behind the left, shoulders on the back. Inhale, hug into core. Keep that connection as you exhale and press out into warrior three. Level out as much as you can, front to back, side to side. Inhale, reach through head and heel. As you exhale, slow and steady, step way back. And let's bring the hands to interlace on the front thigh, just above the knee. Push into the thigh there and pull your navel back. Pull your low ribs back. Cave your heart in and look in towards the cave of the heart. So really hollow out the front body as much as you can. Puff up and around the back body as much as you can. Soft jaw, deep full breaths here. And stay with that as you like. Try to keep that space Walk the hands up the front thigh bone, push down into the head of that femur, and peel your heart open. Let's bring hands to hips first here and square the hips up. Press the hips down, lengthen up out of the waist, squeeze the elbows and shoulders onto the back. And squeeze those right glutes back, so you're really wrapping that psoas open there. And then when you're ready, arms up. And hook or clasp the hands and pull them, whatever hold you've got there, to squeeze the scapula on the back. Blossom your heart to the sky. Hug to center. Stretch out through the back heel and up through the arms. And just get that front body line here as long as you can. And bright with breath. Again, try not to drop the head back, but keep the back of the neck gentle. A couple more breaths. You could continue to hold steady or fly as you inhale next. Reach fingers up and melt the back knee towards the earth. Exhale and squeeze the legs together. Straighten them as you fly the arms down. 4 more breaths like this. Next exhale, back heel down, arms down, clasp, and open heart, big breath. Arms back up, inhale, and open that back foot out so it's parallel with the back of the mat, front knee deep and wide, coming into warrior 2. After a little wardrobe adjust. And front knee deep and wide. Pull back from the back hand, and let's bring it down, that back leg, push in as you keep that front knee deep and wide, and pull that top hand up out of that hip. Big breaths there. Feel your feet. Lift those arches, pelvic floor, deep core, navel. Come forward, elbow to the thigh. And press thigh wide. Roll bottom ribs, face chest to the sky. And let's reach that right arm forward. Ahead of you, the direction you're facing here, straight out from the shoulder, like you're going to grab something, and then pull that shoulder into the back. Grab it, suck that shoulder into the back body, and then spin pinky. So from the front, reach forward, and then just pull it back straight in that direction. So shoulder sucks into back body. There we go. And now roll pinky towards crown, keeping that space, and stretch from the outer foot through the pinky. Somehow that gets so much more opening in the iliopsoas, the hip flexor there. See if you can feel into that. Couple more breaths. Inhale, feel your feet. Lift those arches, come up. Inhale, parallel the feet, wide like it's dance. Hug feet to earth, muscles to bones. Inhale, stretch the arms up, wiggle up and out of the waist. Feel that opening and the difference in the sides from what I just did. Flow the arms down. With an exhale, interlace the hands, pull down. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, spin thighs back, reach heart forward, and bow in. And please pause in the forward fold as long as you like, or move through a vinyasa. We'll meet in the next 4 or 5 breaths, and ready for second side. That'll be back at the front of the mat, standing. Take your time. Feel strong feet and earth body, bright lifted heart and sky body. Breathe your heart's yes. You can notice the difference in the sides, the movement of breath and life force. Breathe your intention. Let's blossom that heart up to the sky as you sink the seat low. And we'll pour the weight slowly into the right foot as you bring hands to heart. Left knee hovers behind the right. Press into the palm, shoulders on the back, and hold and breathe. Inhale, squeeze to center. Exhale, keep that connection to center as you press back and shine out. Inhale, and as you exhale, step way back. Interlace the hands on the front thigh. Push into that femur above the knee. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Pull the navel back. Pull the low ribs back. Cave the heart in and look in deep as you can to the cave of the heart. Puff up the back body. Hollow out the front body. Stay with that or as inspired. Walk the hands up that front thigh. Try to be keeping that space there in the open side. Press in and unfurl your heart. Lift up. As you're ready, hands to hips. Press down. Lift the ribs. Lift the head. Deep full breaths and soft jaw. When you're ready, arms up and hook or clasp, maybe opposite thumb on top, and keep these left glutes active so they keep pulling back. You'll smile in that psoas there, and pull on the hold of your hands. Squeeze the shoulders, stretch out through that back heel as you lengthen that front body line. And big inhale as you stretch that out. And then release the fingertips with an inhale, melt the back knee towards the earth. And exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, straighten the legs. And we'll fly on the breath here, 4 more. And take your time. We'll open out into warrior 2. And pull back from that back hand and down the back leg. Push in and pull that front hand up out of that front hip as you keep that front knee deep and wide. And deep full breaths there. Inhale and feel your feet. Lift those arches and deep core in the reach. Let right arm forward, elbow to the thigh. Push in and roll right ribs, face chest to the sky. And go ahead and reach that left arm straight out from the shoulder, ahead of your gaze. Reach forward like you're trying to grab something. Feel shoulder come out of the socket. And then pull that shoulder bone back in as far as you can. Really get it into the back body. From there, spin pinky towards earth. And then towards crown as you reach the arm up overhead with long side and front body line opening. And then smooth and lengthen out the breath. Big inhale as you exhale, come back up, warrior two. Inhale and parallel the feet, squeeze to center. And just feel all that bright space and aliveness in your body. Hug in and just shine out here like a big bright spring flower. Inhale and exhale. Let's turn the heels in and the toes out. Cross the arms over center and sink in Devyasana. All the way down. And we'll bring hands to the thighs above the knees. Point the fingertips down. Press the thighs wide and move your seat back as you reach low back in and heart forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the left thigh away as you pull the navel back and spiral to the right. Inhale, open and center. Exhale, press that right thigh away as you lift the navel, spiral, look over to the left. And just follow your breath to inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist, a couple more each side. Once you're even in both sides, come back to center, Devyasana. Inhale, superstar. Last bit on our feet. Let's go back to the left side and pivot. Straighten the leg. We're going to come into Trikonasana or triangle with some variations here. So let's reach that front arm forward, look forward, reach as far as you can. Deep, deep groin, and then fingertips to shin or earth. We're going to keep that top arm reaching back. So past the back foot and let the bottom ear drop down heavy to the shoulder. Soft jaw, roll through that top hand, shoulder, head. Letting go breath. And please stay with that as you like. You could take regular triangle if you want. Or we'll take a little bind here. Swoop that top arm around. Hold the left inner thigh. Use a hold so the arm swoops around the back. And if you can, you reach for that inner left thigh. And then give a little pull there to draw the shoulder down the back and melt in. Let your head hang towards the bottom shoulder and soft jaw, and breathe here. Please stay longer if you like, or unwind the arm and pull up from that arm back to warrior two. Inhale as you exhale through center, heels in, toes out, cross over with the arms, and sink in Devyasana. Inhale, shine out, superstar. Exhale, bend that right knee, second side, pivot. And then straighten the front leg, now new front. And deep groin, reach forward, look forward as far as you can. And then fingertips down to shin, block, or earth. And keep reaching that left arm back past that top foot, or back foot, excuse me. And bottom ear gets heavy. Soft jaw and tongue, relax the neck. Any little rotations or micro movements there. Stay and play with that or lift up a bit. Take that top arm around the back and reach for the inner thigh. Use that hold to draw that top shoulder down the back. And let the bottom ear melt heavy to that bottom shoulder. Gotta have a soft mouth here. Give that permission to release. Please stay as you like or slowly unwind. Pull up from that top hand back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, heels in, toes out, crossover, sink in. Inhale, shine out, superstar, roll the wrist. Feel that space in your shoulders, neck. And let's interlace the hands behind you, pull down, open heart. Exhale, pull the feet together, spin the thighs back as you reach the heart forward and bow in. Please stay there as you like. You could flow the hands down and massage the legs. If forward folding isn't for you, you can move through vinyasa or just down to the earth. We're going to meet lying on the belly in the next 4 or 5 breaths. As you come to lay down, stretch your legs long, spine long, and let's bring that left arm straight out to the side from the shoulder, palm down. Press into the right fingers and step the right foot behind the left knee as you roll open into that left shoulder. Big breath there. Those front fingers could stay pressing. That top forearm could come to the low back and push in to bounce the shoulder back. Or you can reach down for that top foot and kick back towards the bottom hand. Lift your heart. Rest the head if you need to support your head. Soft jaw and tongue. Deep full breath. If you've got a hold of that top ankle or foot and you'd like to get a little more neck shoulder tractioning here, slowly keep a hold of it and draw that top knee down to meet the bottom knee, down and together. Soft mouth and breathe. Slowly unwind when you're done there. Come on back to the belly. Press into that left hand or the shoulder you're just opening. Roll that shoulder around just gently. If you can feel that nice rush of fluids that all gets. And second side when you're ready. Right arm out from the shoulder to the side. Press into left fingers. Step the left foot behind the right knee. And roll open into that right shoulder. Ears in line with shoulders. Any variations with that top arm that help you bounce that shoulder on the back? If you can, reaching for that ankle or foot, kicking back towards the bottom hand. Stay as you are. If you did on the other side, or if you are holding the foot or ankle on this side, slowly draw that top knee down and together with the bottom one. And pause as you draw knees down and together, tractioning the jaw, neck, shoulder connection. Big breath. Stay as you like, or slowly unwind back to the belly. Press into that right hand, roll the shoulder around. Maybe all the joints there. We'll just roll on over to the back body and come into twistiness. So hug the knees in at first, massage into the back, and then let's go ahead and extend the left leg along the earth as you pull the right knee in and over to the left. You might shift onto that left hip and shift your hip down as you lengthen that top side body, and then flow that arm open as you roll onto the right ear. Long exhales as you breathe your twist here. You could stay with that, or if you want even more opening here, you can reach down with that right hand for your left foot and kick it back. As you kick through both feet. So that's if you're holding the top foot too. And you're still rolling onto the right ear. Please stay with that as you like, or when you come back, bend both knees. You're crossing the right ankle over that left thigh and pick that left thigh up. And I'll just rock and roll around into the hip a bit there. Big breaths and soft mouth. Any variations are welcome here. Stay as you like, or hug that left knee in. Extend the right leg along the mat. And pull that left leg in, maybe give it a little rock and roll, and then over to the side with that leg. Again, you could even roll onto the side. Shift that hip down. Lengthen that top arm up, and then flow it open as you roll onto that left ear. That may be an inch, or you could hold the top foot, and the bottom knee, hold the bottom foot with the opposite hand, kick through both feet, long spine, and roll onto the left ear. Big breaths. Please stay as you like, or gently unwind, crossing that top ankle over the bottom thigh. Soft mouth and big breaths. Draw the bottom thigh in as you ease the top thigh away. Just breathing into the hip. Listening into your body.
In the end,
and please continue to play here as you like,
these bones
or unwind into happy baby.
are only bones.
And just rock your happy baby for a moment as I take this
All
song
that matters
off of this playlist.
is how
Don't
much we
want
gave,
other people talking when I'm talking.
how much we loved.
It is about how much we love, though. So, thank you. Just did, that's why I didn't put it there. Breathe your baby. Rock that beautiful baby of your being. And listen in. Are there any other last movements or shapes that you would like before final resting? I encourage you, if you would like to go feet together, knees wide. You could bring your fists under your thigh bones or pillows or something under your knees. Or just rest in Shavasana. Options, of course, to come into a meditative seat at any point. Soft jaw, soft tongue, letting go breath. And if the body-mind still feels busy at all here, you might come into meditative seat or just add meditative breath to your resting shape. So I'm going to invite you into Samavriti, or equal length breath. This begins first by just noticing the breath. And bring your awareness to the exhale. And gently begin to extend the length of the exhale in an easy way, nothing that feels like forcing or challenging to the nervous system in any way. Pause in the emptiness. Let the inhale just flow in. Pause in the fullness and slowly extend the length of your exhale. Pause in that emptiness. Just let a bright inhale flow in. And with your next exhale, I invite you to count the length of the exhale. Aim for somewhere between 4 and 6. And pause. See if you can count the length of the inhale also to 4 to 6. It may not be the same at first, that's okay. Continue with the little pauses at first and extend the exhale, counting 4 to 6. Pause, count the inhale, somewhere around 4 to 6. After a few rounds, usually the inhale and the exhale will easily smooth out, even out. If you become comfortable with counting the length of inhale and exhale the same, you can begin to even out the holds to the same length as the inhale and exhale, holding for a count of 4 to 6. Eventually, you have what's called a box breath or a 4 seasons breath. Inhaling the spring, pausing in the fullness of summer, exhaling the autumn, pausing in the emptiness of winter, and inhaling the spring again. All things in relative cycles. Maybe take another 5 or 6 breaths like this. With any pause on the inhale, hold. You could just slowly melt the breath out, and with it, any tension or busyness, and rest and spacious awareness. And stay resting or in meditation as long as you're able. When you're ready to come back, let it be the breath that brings you back. Awareness to breath, deepening of breath, breath moving the body. Thank you. Thank you for your presence and practice. Enjoy the spacious awareness.